What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. So, Joe Budden's, man, chime in on the Easy to Block Captain Remy Ma Papoose drama that's going on, and he was not happy at all in no type of way with the whole situation that's going on, especially him being good friends of both Remy Ma and Papoose. And this what make their whole situation messy. What makes their situation messy is that Remy Ma and Papoose is supposed to represent black love, a power couple. For the most part, you don't have one without the other, and how their relationships with family and friends are. When you see Remy, you see Papoose. You see Papoose, you see Remy, and they have relationships throughout the industry as such. One of the reasons why Joe Budden feels some type of way before I get to playing y'all the audio of what takes place or what he said. One of the reasons why he feels some type of way about the situation is because, remember, Papoose and Joe Budden is cool. Him and Remy cool. Remy appeared with Easy the Block Captain at Joe Budden's podcast. And Joe Budden was under the impression that Easy was just the artist that Remy was managing for her new for her new battle rap league. And in that, Easy was embraced by Joe. And when Joe found out that, hold on, you was actually having sex with him, like that's out of pocket. You know what I mean? Like, I got you. If I knew you was having sex with him, I wouldn't have never let y'all come on my show. Pap, my guy. And you supposed to be his wife. And you bringing this man to my show, and I'm giving him this exposure, and I'm highlighting what's going on, and all along, y'all, that's dirty. That's fake. Why would you do that? Rightfully, look, Remy been backstabbing so many people, it ain't funny. She's literally proven everything Papoose saying. He called her a backstabber. He said that her family and they friends and them all got something against her as a result of her actions and what she doing. Listen, man, that woman is thirsting and lusting after this battle rap power that she believes she's the queen of when she got here. When she came to battle rap, she was embraced and accepted by the community, and they literally automatically exalted her as queen. Literally, out the gate. And she just exposed herself bad. That woman wasn't even here for a year yet and already got the busting it open. Just like Papoose said, you just can't keep your legs closed. She had sex with Easy immediately. Okay? Immediately. She wasn't even here for a year. Let's listen to this.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Like Clarissa and Duke.
Easy. Actually, it's easy to say stay out of it, but you kind of might want them.
You kind of about how that nigga moved in this.
You might kind of want them to have your back at least publicly.
No, I can't hear you. You're mumbling again. Is he? Yeah.
Hold on once. Let me just show y'all something. I want to make sure y'all can hear it clear. I want to make sure y'all can really hear it clear. So
I can't hear.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying his name. I ain't fuck with none of that shit. I'm with Pap on shake. Don't shake somebody's hand and
I
fuck
agree.
your wife.
I agree.
I'm still with that.
And I was more, and I felt when
I ain't fuck with none of that shit. I'm with Pap on shake. Don't shake somebody's hand and fuck
agree.
your wife.
I agree.
I'm still with that.
And I was more, and I felt when
Pap don't go clout chase and put me all in your battles and all this shit. I'm not with none of that easy shit. I'm talking from the position of somebody that loves Rem and Pap.
I got you. And I felt when Pap said, like, yo, something that stuck out to me, he was like, I kind of was concerned thinking that he's blackmailing her because she's acting different. And he played some audio of him saying that he has videos and tapes and it will come out whenever he wants it to come out. So Pat was like, I called some people behind the scenes, like, yo, check on Rem and make sure that Duke, that she's in the situation willingly and not in it like she's forced because he's blackmailing her.
If the lady is asking for a divorce and you are still on the points that helped y'all to separate, it's going to be looked at different. Like he even saying on there, he's saying, yo, you cheated, I took you back.
Yes.
You cheated again, I took you back.
Went to therapy.
You cheated again, I went to therapy.
Yeah.
So you telling us you want her back?
I disagree.
No. what led to this?
No, what I think he's trying to do, hear me out. I don't know them, so let's be clear. But oftentimes when people break up, the man bears the brunt of that. I think he's shifting the blame, saying, yo, you were doing all of these things, and I was a stand-up nigga in that, and I took you back. I went to therapy. I did all this other shit, and you still did other shit.
See, I don't think you ever get to vacation from being a stand-up nigga. Pap has been nothing but a stand-up nigga to our knowledge publicly.
True.
So now...
Okay, I like when Joe Budden said that. You don't get a vacation for being a stand-up nigga. And true, there's no such thing as vacating. If you a stand-up nigga, you a stand-up nigga, quote unquote, how they speak. And that's one of the sayings I be saying all the time. The hardest thing about being real is being real. You can't be part-time real. You either real or you not. Papoose situation is very, very messed up. And I also confer to what Joe Budden just said when he said, you don't shake people's hand and at the same time having sex with their wife. That's very cowardly. And things like that actually, listen, man, this stuff get real deep. When you hear what Papoose was saying, when he was pouring out his heart, talking about the situation, Papoose was literally talking about basically killing Easy. He said it without saying it. He said, at first, I wanted to really, really hurt the boy. Then I said, no, I'm just going to beat him up. Now think about it. Hurt him like how? If beating him up was the second option, then what was the first option? You can't call the police on him because ain't nothing against the law in the United States of you having sex with somebody else's wife. That's not against the law. So you couldn't call the police on him. He was broke, didn't have no money, so it's nothing you can take from him. So if your second option was to beat him up, then what was the first option that you had to change your mind and say, you know what, I'm just gonna beat him up? And he actually also said that when he found out that Easy was blackmailing Remy, he told Remy, like, look, is he blackmailing you? We can handle that too. So he literally letting it be known he was gonna get Easy out of here. That's why Easy needs to shut his damn mouth. Look, even though he's messing around with Remy, which is terrible, it is what it is. I mean, it is. Look, here's the thing. This is a whole bunch of mess. Okay, because here's the thing. If you're in the streets and you're a street dude, of course, as a street dude, these are the things you're going to do. You're not going to think twice about having sex with Remy and messing around with her. If you're a street dude, broke, ain't really got nothing, you're going to do that anyway. Okay, you're going to do that. Now, so that's a no-brainer. I get that. But here's the thing. When you're looking at in God's eyes and what we and how we perceive things, it's wrong all around the board when it comes to who God is. But we know that these people don't know who God is, and this is why things are happening the way that they are happening. So we get that. We understand that, okay? And that's why I said, as a street guy, you wouldn't think twice if Remy, because she's a very beautiful woman and she's positioned in life, she's connected, and she got money, and she's a step up compared to the people Easy used to having sex with and dealing with. Okay, so she's definitely an upgrade to what his life was before he started messing with her. Especially when she bought the man a car, she bought the man a house, she got his teeth fixed, she bought him jewelry, she giving him his biggest paydays he ever got since he been a battle rapper. So his life has upgraded as a means of dealing with her, and he's doing what any normal street person would do who in the streets and in the field. Even some people who may confess to believing in God took that leap and did that, you know. But you would have to be completely devoted to God to not lay down with that Mary woman. And that's the one thing I stray away from. You know what I mean? I love the Lord, okay? I can't see myself having sex with a married woman. No, not at all. With that being said, I get that part of what Joe Budden was saying, and I see the betrayal that he felt also of how they played him too. Because again, he's Pap's friend. He have a relationship with Papoose. And here you is bringing the guy you having sex with on my show. And I got one of the biggest podcasts on the internet. And you allow, now you making me a part of this filth and this nastiness of what you doing. And you want to use my platform to elevate this guy, and you know you having sex with him. Yeah, you out of pocket. That's dirty. Why would you do me like that? Yeah, I can see how you feel about that. And I know he really, really want to lash out at her, but out of respect for Papoose, he's not doing it.
Don't start not being that, and I'm not saying that's happening because I love him. But don't appear any other way now that there's turmoil and divorce.
And I think that's what he's doing. I think he's telling the world, dog, I was a stand-up nigga through all this shit. I stood by you. I did all of these things, and it plays out and looks away for him. Like, yo, damn, he was supportive. Oh, he got cheated on mad times. Oh, he went to therapy. Men don't be wanting to go to therapy. Oh, damn, he's the good guy. He's the consummate good guy. I think that's what he's saying.
And I think Pap look away, posting a picture of homeboy with the, yo, could you believe? Don't let me go read this shit.
He already took it down.
I bet.
But
and that is my point. That right there is my point. He posted something that he shouldn't have posted about somebody that he shouldn't have posted about. Put a caption that he shouldn't have put. Somebody that loved him, or he just came to his better senses, said, yo, this ain't how I should present.
Yeah, the phone call.
I just think that's what I'm trying to say. Hurt should present differently.
Now, to your point about the whole, she's saying, yo, I don't care about none of that, sign the divorce, and he hasn't done it. He also put up when he did finally sign a divorce and everything and wrote a caption with it. And one of the things in there, because he said she lied for an hour straight, but actions speak louder than words. You just caught me yesterday trying to get back with me.
Should have did that either.
I know he shouldn't have.
It's nasty.
Well, wait. Hold on.
Nasty.
It's nasty, but listen, let's say that happened. So let's say
if it happened, you shouldn't say that.
I'm not talking about I'm talking about the fact that he ain't signed the papers in so long. Because you saying it, all she's saying is, nigga, you want my best interest, whatever. I don't want none of that. Sign the papers, sign the papers, sign the papers.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Remy Ma and Papoose, both. I'm not gonna say Papoose playing game, but Remy Ma was playing games. When you see Papoose, look, I don't fault the man for wanting his family back. I don't fault the man for fighting for his family. He picked the wrong woman to fall in love with. I'm pretty sure he probably didn't know she was that bogus like that. He had to find out after he was already in love, you know. And it's sad because when you love your family and you see your little daughter, she looked just like her mama, you know, you just... that's just a hard pill to swallow. So I see that, man. You get what I mean? And I don't fault him for loving her. He not wrong for loving her. He not wrong for wanting his family. He not wrong in the sense, even if he want to take her back, he not even wrong for that. If that's what he can tolerate, and if he looking at how strong love can be when it can be forgiven, even when a person can do you that bad. So I don't fault him for that. I think the problem is him not putting his foot down and you know, he should have been more adamant about the things that she was doing that he had a problem with, that he should have just put his foot down more. He should have been more of the man to actually look, girl, look. You know, he should have been more of that. You know what I mean? And I think because he wasn't, it allowed her to be even more confident in her actions and not caring about what she did, because she saw that it came without. I'm pretty sure he said something about it, but it's not to the level that a guy would normally do if you find out that a woman you messed with cheated on you. Like it's usually more harsh and aggressive than just You messing around with him, like you know, again, it's a whole mess, man. This is a mess, man. The whole thing is a mess, man. It's terrible.
But if she was behind closed doors calling him, trying to get back, then there's more conversation happening than just sign the paper, sign the paper, sign the papers, which would say why he might not have signed the papers.
He just believes
until all this public shit.
Depending on what you believe.
You know what? Now I'm done.
You believe in double standard. You believe that the man should just, if you're honorable, you should carry it like a man, be who you are.
That's true.
Keep it behind the scenes.
Yeah,
let the woman do whatever
even if
she wants
I've
to
not
do.
always exhibited that behavior, I stand in that.
I understand what you're saying. I
said that 100%.
Do y'all think that Clarissa Shimon business?
When you can fight, no. You don't have to. When you get busy, you don't got to.
I don't agree with that part when he make that statement. Do you think Clarissa should mind her business? Because for the most part, Clarissa do mind her business. It's Remy that's actually been lashing out against Clarissa when she finds out about, you know, the things her and Papoose doing. Clarissa never once really brings up Remy Ma. She always responds to what Remy Ma does. Like the first time this came out, Papoose and Clarissa Shield was supposed to have been on the phone. Pap fall asleep with the phone. Clarissa still on the phone. Remy grabs the phone while Papoose supposed to have been asleep or something. And she say something, and then she see Clarissa on there, and Clarissa hangs the phone up. Then Remy goes on social media like, yeah, she put it on black. Yeah, this scary girl, Clarissa Shields, she's supposed to be a boxer, her scary butt, trying to make herself seem tough. She tried to make herself seem tough to social media, to Clarissa, who is a 6-time world female champion. So Remy tried to build on that to make herself look tough by calling herself trying to expose Clarissa Shield on being like a coward, not like afraid to speak to her, stand up to her type stuff, which made Clarissa then come back like, girl, what are you talking about? Matter of fact, you can come get your butt whooped if that's what you want. You doing all that talking. So she never really came out and saying nothing about Remy at all. Clarissa Shield was very, again, I can't say respectful. See, that's what I'm saying. It kind of even hard covering this. I can't even say Clarissa Shield was very respectful towards Remy, because you're not when you having sex with her husband and they still married, even though Remy messing around, he's still a married man. So it's just one big mess. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's just hard to cover, man. I'm just kicking it with the facts. You know, so Remy always was the one that went public and put it out there and spoke. Clarissa Shields and Papoose, for the most part, been avoiding social media type stuff and handling it differently. It's Remy who get over emotional every time Clarissa Shields say something about Papoose and their relationship, or rather she, you know, being asked, and when she only speak about they love or, you know, how they feel about each other, Remy take wind of it and she immediately lashes out, you know. So it's just terrible. It's just terrible.
You don't got to when you get busy. And on top of that, if you're going to clap me, then you don't have to. If you get busy, you can do what you want. If I know I can get busy.
That's the part I don't like.
I don't like it neither, but it's
my new girl got to sit back.
I agree.
While I'm talking to 10 and 15 years of history.
I agree with
that I have a child with that I was married. I know you want to stick up for me and yada, 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 but the new girl might have to relax. Same with the new nigga. I ain't like that shit, Remy either. What I just chilling all day yesterday? Here you go in the bed. Yeah. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
He did that?
Yeah. We talking to Remy. Where was I at all day yesterday? Here you go in the bed. With me. Nigga. He's lucky I ain't no bad rapper boy. He is crazy.
Oh no, they've been going crazy.
At day,
I hate it.
All the timeline.
I absolutely hate
in
that.
their crib.
Remy don't even look right when she in his crib.
Yeah.
No, she
hopped on the stream. So yeah, I'm holding down in front of that.
But she was at.
I'm out of here, man.
What you mean she was alive? The old remnant started coming back. The old Rem with Pong was back. What you talking about?
Mad night up in there.
She had the true religions on.
Shouts out to Jihad from a fan point of view for that clip right there. Yeah, that's them clowning Easy, talking about how he basically a sucker too. He all in the background doing his puffy ad libs while Remy Ma speaking. And you heard what he said. I hate it. Like nobody likes their relationship. Everybody hates it. Like literally everybody hates it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like literally nobody is happy for them. Nobody. Crazy thing about it is, like, man, this is just like one big mess. This should have been a reality show because it sounds just like one. This should have been a reality show. It literally should have been. Like when you see what's going on, this should have been a reality show because it's like a real circus from top to bottom. Okay, Remy Ma, Remy Ma, Barnum Bailey circus. That's what this is. That's what this is. Just her circus. This is her playground. And what's crazy, she destroying herself at the same time, thinking she's doing something for herself. That's what's crazy about what she's doing. Like she literally been exposed on being a bad mother, a bad wife, a bad businesswoman, a bad friend, a bad family member. Like she have exposed herself on every level. Like literally every level. She have backstabbed everybody that she didn't came in contact with. She backstabbed Papoose. She backstabbed her children. She backstabbed their friends. She backstabbed Hustle, her friend. She backstabbed Smack. She backstabbed the battle rap community. Like she backstabbed everybody. And she just don't see it. She's still thinking she's not wrong for what she's doing. She's still trying to justify her actions as though she have an argument. And every time again you hear her speaking about Papoose, for the most part, she ain't saying really nothing that he's doing wrong. She's literally trying to just accuse him of pawn and jewelry and not really having no money, even though he wrote all your songs that you steady getting royalties from. Like, come on, man. This is whew. I guess, man. I guess.